Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Word to World English. It is so good to have you here with us today. Seriously, whether you're watching this on your lunch break, on the bus, or lying on your sofa, we are so happy you chose to spend this time with us.
Hey, great to be back. And you know what? I actually thought about today's topic this morning. I was texting a friend and I typed, I fell asleep while the movie, and then just stared at my phone thinking, wait, is that right? Is it while the movie or during the movie? I genuinely wasn't sure for a second.
And that's exactly the kind of moment that inspired today's episode. Because during, while, and for, they all feel like they're talking about time. So people mix them up constantly. Even fluent speakers pause on these sometimes.
Today, we're fixing that. These three words are not the same thing. And once you understand the real difference, you'll never mix them up again.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly when to use each one. You'll understand why the rules work the way they do, and your English sentences will sound so much more natural and precise. Here's a question for you right now. Drop it in the comments. Which one confuses you the most? During, while, or for? Or do all three feel a bit fuzzy? Tell us honestly. It really helps us know where to focus. And if you haven't subscribed to Word to World English yet, please do it right now. We make these episodes every week to genuinely help you grow your English, and we don't want you missing a single one.
All right, let's get into it. We're going to start with during, because it's the one people reach for most often, and the one that causes the most confusion when it's used incorrectly.
Okay, so let's start with during. And here is the key thing to understand about during. It always comes before a noun. A noun, a thing, an event, a period. That's the rule. During plus noun. During the movie. During the meeting. During my holiday. During the storm. During class. All nouns.
So the structure is something happened plus during plus noun. I fell asleep during the movie. She checked her phone during the meeting. It rained during our picnic. He got a phone call during the concert.
And what during is actually telling us is that one thing happened inside another event. The movie was happening, and inside that movie time, I fell asleep. The meeting was happening, and inside that meeting, she checked her phone. One event is the container. The other event happens inside it.
I love that, the container idea. So during always needs a noun as its container. You can't say during I was sleeping because I was sleeping is not a noun. It's a clause. A clause has a subject and a verb. During can't work with that.
Exactly. And this is where people make mistakes. They say, during I was watching TV, the lights went out. That sounds wrong to a native speaker. You'd say, while I was watching TV. But we'll get to while in a moment. For now, during plus noun. That's the rule.
Let me give you some really natural, everyday examples. I always drink coffee during my morning commute. She learned a lot during her year abroad. The children were so quiet during the film. My phone died during the flight. All of these during plus noun. Commute, year, film, flight, all nouns.
And here's something useful. During often answers the question, when? When did it happen? During the meeting, during summer, during the war. It locates an action inside a time period or event.
Can you think of something that happened to you during an event recently? Maybe something that happened during a meal, during a class, or during a trip? Write it in the comments. We'd love to see your own examples. Something like, I got really hungry during my online meeting. That kind of thing.
Oh, that happens to me every week. And here's another thing about during. You can't use it to say how long something lasted. I studied during 3 hours is wrong. If you want to talk about length of time, how long something went on, that's where for comes in. But again, we'll come to that.
So to wrap up this section, during tells us that something happened inside an event or time period. The structure is always during plus noun. It answers when, not how long. And it cannot be followed by a clause with a subject and verb. During plus noun. Simple, clean, powerful.
All right, now let's talk about while. And while is actually the opposite of during in terms of grammar structure. If during needs a noun, while needs a clause, meaning a subject plus a verb. While plus subject plus verb.
So while I was watching TV, while plus I was watching, subject plus verb. While she was cooking, while plus she was cooking. While we were waiting, while plus we were waiting. The clause is what tells us what was happening in the background.
And the meaning of while is beautiful. It means two things were happening at the same time. One action was going on in the background, and another action happened inside it, or at the same time. I fell asleep while I was watching TV. She called me while I was in the shower. He tripped while he was running.
Let's do a quick comparison to show the difference clearly. I fell asleep during the movie. During plus noun, the movie. I fell asleep while I was watching the movie. While plus subject plus verb. Same meaning, different grammar. Both correct. The choice depends on whether you want to use a noun or a clause.
Oh, I love that comparison. So actually, sometimes you can express the same idea using either during or while. You just change the structure. During the storm, we lost power. Or while it was storming, we lost power. Same event, two different grammar structures.
First tip, if what follows is a noun, use during. If what follows is a subject and verb, use while. Read the sentence after the word and ask yourself, is the next thing a noun or a clause?
Second tip, while is really useful for showing that something unexpected happened during a longer activity. While I was cooking, I burned my hand. The cooking is the background. The burning happened inside it. Surprise moment inside a longer action. Third tip, you can put while at the beginning or in the middle of a sentence. While I was walking, it started to rain. Or it started to rain while I was walking. Both are perfectly correct. Now you try. Think of something that happened to you unexpectedly while you were doing something else. Maybe you got a great idea while you were in the shower, or you got lost while you were traveling. Write it in the comments. We genuinely love reading your real-life stories. While is one of those words that makes your storytelling sound so much more natural and fluent. Once you start using it confidently, you'll notice it everywhere in English. Podcasts, films, books, conversations. Mastering while is a real upgrade for your spoken English. Great work so far. Let's keep going. Okay, now for. And for is actually the most different of the three because for doesn't talk about what was happening at the same time. For answers one question and one question only. How long? That's it. For plus a period of time.
So, for 2 hours, for 3 days, for a week, for 6 months, for years, for a long time, for a moment. For always comes before an expression that tells us the duration, how much time passed.
I waited for 2 hours. How long did I wait? 2 hours. She lived in London for 5 years. How long did she live there? 5 years. We talked for ages. How long? Ages. A long, undefined time. He studied for 3 hours. How long? 3 hours. Every single one. For plus length of time.
And here's the mini practice I want you to try right now. Say these out loud. I slept for 8 hours last night. She's been learning English for 2 years. They waited for the bus for 20 minutes. Feel how natural that is? For plus duration. Every time.
Now, here's where people confuse for and during. Someone might say, I was in Paris during 2 weeks. That sounds wrong. Why? Because 2 weeks is a duration. How long? It's not an event or a named period, so it needs for. I was in Paris for 2 weeks. That's correct.
The test is simple. Ask yourself, am I talking about when something happened or how long it lasted? When? During. How long? For. During the summer. When? During summer. For 3 months. How long? 3 months. When or how long? That's the test.
Let me do a little mini practice. I'll say a sentence and you tell me during, while, or for. Ready? I read a book. The flight.
During. During the flight. The flight is a noun. It's the event. It answers when.
She listened to music. She was running.
While. While she was running. Clause with subject and verb. 2 things at the same time.
They stayed in the hotel 4 nights.
For 4 nights. Duration. How long? Perfect. Say those out loud at home. Your brain will start locking in the pattern automatically. The structure review? During plus noun equals when something happened inside an event. While plus subject plus verb? 2 simultaneous actions. For plus time period? How long something lasted. 3 words, 3 jobs. None of them overlap.
Okay, let's talk about mistakes. And look, I want to say up front, these are mistakes I have personally made. Mistakes our listeners make all the time, and honestly, mistakes you'll hear even from advanced speakers. So, no embarrassment here. Let's just understand them and move on.
Mistake number 1. During I was sleeping. This is probably the most common one. Someone says, during I was watching the game, my friend called me. The problem is that during can't be followed by a clause, a subject, and a verb. It needs a noun. So the fix is either during the game, swap the clause for a noun, or change the word entirely. While I was watching the game. Same idea, correct grammar. Incorrect. During I was eating, the fire alarm went off. Correct option 1, during my meal, the fire alarm went off. Correct option 2, while I was eating, the fire alarm went off. 2 fixes. Choose whichever sounds more natural to you. Mistake number 2, during 2 hours, or during a long time. As we said earlier, during is not for duration. If you're saying how long something lasted, that's for. I worked during 3 hours. Wrong. I worked for 3 hours. Correct. She was quiet during a long time. Wrong. She was quiet for a long time. Correct. Duration needs for.
The test again, when or how long. If the answer is a number, 2 hours, 5 days, a week, use for. If the answer is an event or period, the meeting, the holiday, the storm, use during.
Mistake number 3, while the concert. This is the opposite problem, using while before a noun instead of a clause. While the concert was crying. Wrong. While needs a subject and a verb. So either add a clause, while the concert was playing, she was crying, or switch to during. During the concert, she was crying. Both correct. The fix depends on whether you want a noun or a clause.
Incorrect. While the storm, the power went out. Correct option 1, while the storm was raging, the power went out. Correct option 2, during the storm, the power went out. See how both work? You just have to match the grammar.
Mistake number 4, mixing up for and since. This one's a bonus because it often comes up together. For tells you the duration, how long. Since tells you the starting point, when it began. I've been studying for 3 hours. Duration, 3 hours. I've been studying since 9 a.m. Starting point, 9 a.m. Different questions, different answers. But that's a whole other episode.
And look, if you make any of these mistakes in real conversation, people will still understand you. These corrections are about making your English sound polished and natural, not about whether people can follow you. Be kind to yourself. Every mistake is just a step on the way to getting it right. You're here, you're learning, you're getting better every single episode. That's what counts. Now, let's do some practice together.
All right, let's do our favorite part. I'm going to give you 2 options, and you pick the correct one. Say your answer out loud. Seriously, say it. Don't just think it. Speaking out loud is how your brain builds the habit.
Let's go.
Situation 1. You're telling a story about a film. Do you say, I cried during the movie? Or, I cried while the movie?
I cried during the movie. Movie is a noun. During needs a noun. While the movie has no verb after it, so it's grammatically incomplete. During the movie. Correct.
Situation 2. You're describing a moment of inspiration. She got a great idea while she was having a shower. Or, she got a great idea during she was having a shower?
While she was having a shower. While plus subject plus verb, that's the structure. During she was having a shower tries to use during before a clause, which doesn't work. While. Every time.
Situation 3. You want to say how long your holiday was. We stayed in Thailand during 2 weeks, or we stayed in Thailand for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a duration. How long? That's for. During 2 weeks would mean when. During what event? But 2 weeks isn't an event, it's a length. For 2 weeks. Perfect.
Situation 4, a trickier one. He listened to music for the whole journey? Or he listened to music during the whole journey?
Oh, this one is interesting. Actually, both can work here. During the whole journey. During plus noun, the journey is an event. For the whole journey. For plus time period, treating the journey as a duration. Both are natural. English sometimes gives you flexibility. Don't stress about having just one right answer. Understand the logic and choose.
I love that one because it shows English isn't always black and white. Now here's your challenge. Write one sentence each using during, while, and for about your own day today. Real life, real English. Drop them in the comments and we'll read them.
What an episode. I honestly feel like these 3 words make so much more sense now. During, while, and for, they all feel similar, but they each do a completely different job.
Let's lock it in one more time. During, for when something happens inside an event, always followed by a noun. While, for 2 simultaneous actions, always followed by a subject and verb. For duration, how long something lasted, always followed by a time period.
And the quick test? Ask yourself, is the next word a noun? Use during. Is it a subject and verb? Use while. Is it a length of time? Use for. 3 questions, 3 answers. Done.
Here's something to think about. What happened during your day today? What were you doing while something else happened? And how long did you do it for? Try building a little story using all 3. It's one of the best ways to make the grammar yours.
If today's episode helped you, please like it. Share it with a friend who's learning English. Leave your practice sentences in the comments and subscribe to Word to World English so you never miss a lesson. It genuinely means the world to us.
You are doing something amazing by learning a language. Keep going, keep practicing, keep showing up, and we will see you next time.